Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, May 18th. In our devotion for today, I want to talk a little bit about our spirituality, our physical health, and our mental health. Specifically, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health is one of those things in our society that still has a tremendous stigma attached to it. It's something we don't talk about, it's something we hide, something we're embarrassed or ashamed of. We're much more comfortable talking about our physical health, but our mental health, we've too long associated or connected with something that's wrong or something that's a deficiency in our character, where we don't necessarily do that with physical health. And that's a stigma, and that's something we need to remove, we need to get rid of, we need to move on and realize that our mental health, just like our physical health, just like our spiritual health, has a tremendous impact on who we are. The three things, mental, physical, spiritual, all interrelate. You can't be a totally spiritually healthy person if you are not working on your physical health and on your mental health at the same time. They're interconnected and they influence one another. In a verse for today, as I want to just examine the importance of our mental health, I'm going to read something from Psalm 139, verses 7 to 12. Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, you are there. If I take wings of the morning and settle at the furthest limits of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness shall overcome me, and the light around me become night, even the darkness is not dark to you. The night is as bright as the day, for darkness is as light to you. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. This is a great verse that helps us in so many different ways, but it speaks specifically to our mental health. Too often we hide our mental illnesses. We cover them up. We don't want to talk to them about people. We feel ashamed and we feel uncomfortable, and we don't create space that make other people talk to us. We're not approachable because we're too judgmental. We too much think that, if you just made the right choices, you wouldn't struggle like this. And we repeat those phrases and those attitudes, and that contributes to this idea that mental health is a secret. It's something that we hold inside. Well, one of the things about this verse, these verses from Psalm 139, is that there is no place where we can go. There's nothing that could happen in our life circumstantially where God is not present, where God is uncomfortable going, where God doesn't want to be with us, even in our lowest moments. This verse, when it says, even if it feels like the darkness is going to overcome us and the light is driven away, you are still there, God. The darkness is as light to you, and you will be with us even in the darkness. Sometimes when we're struggling with mental illness, it feels like the darkness is overcoming us, that there is no light, there is no hope. Our emotions are out of our control. Our struggles are beyond things that we can handle on our own. We need help. We need to connect with professionals. We need to connect with trusted companions. We need to find the resources. But one of the things that we have to also remember is that, and that seems overwhelming to get help. Sometimes it seems beyond us. But one thing we don't need to do is to go find God, even in the darkness, even when we're struggling, even when we are making bad choices or unhealthy choices, even when bad things are thrust upon us. God is still there. And God does not feel uncomfortable being around us, even in our dark moments, even when our thoughts are not healthy thoughts, even when our actions aren't the best of. God is always going to be with us, and there's nowhere we can go to escape God. For me, that is at least comforting to know that even when I'm in the darkness, I'm still with God. I'm not being judged. I'm not being punished. That's not the way that God operates. And that deep down inside, what God longs for is for healing. God longs for me to be able to make connections with people, and God longs to provide and connect me with the help that I need to overcome my struggles. If you or you know someone who's struggling with a mental illness or is just simply down or depressed, Lord knows we've been stuck at home for the last 8 weeks. Lots of us are feeling very blue, very down. We're struggling with not being able to do the things we want. That all plays into our mental health and our mental well-being. If you are struggling in that way, don't keep it a secret. Find a trusted companion you can talk to. Reach out to your doctor. Find someone who can help you. Many people in my family are doing teletherapy right now. It's not the most convenient thing, but it still works, and you can still connect to a counselor or a psychiatrist via your phone, via your smart device. There are lots of things out there, and I know the first step is a struggle. Contact me if you need help. Go to NAIMI.org, NAIMI.org, or see our recent newsletter, our recent email from the church, which gave you a link to a number of different places where you can find resources for help. Don't think that you're on this alone or you have to make these calls on your own. Find a companion that can make these phone calls, make these connections, can walk across the bridge so that you can find help. Don't take this too lightly. It's important, and we don't need to feel ashamed. And if we are feeling ashamed, it's still okay. We are here as a church not to judge you. We all struggle with our physical health, our mental health, and our spiritual health. We are in this journey together. Amen. Amen. I just want to remind you that we do have several yard signs that we are wanting to offer to our members and to the people who are connected to Alpine. The purpose of these yard signs are twofold. One is that they communicate to the neighborhood, our community, that we're still here. We're still wanting to help. We want to, our ministry is still open even if our doors are closed. And so it's important for us to communicate those things. And it also communicates how they can connect and find us. But we are asking for every yard sign that we hand out that you give us a donation that will go to Carpenter's Place or Mosaic, two organizations that are in need of our support. You can give whatever you want, 10, 15, whatever, whatever you can imagine. What you need to do is just call the church, let us know you want to give a donation. We'll talk you through how to give that donation, how to send it in, and then we will arrange to plant or bring the yard sign to your yard. Or shortly after this video, I'll flip over and I'll show you some pictures of what those yard signs look like. In the meantime, take care of yourself and check in on those who are most vulnerable.